Alrighty guys, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Holidays are over with, and now it's time to get back to work on our model railroads. So I decided to make this video, and before I go into details on talking about this turntable, please note that this is not a bashing video. This is not a video to down a company or down anything within a kit or anything. This is just my experience on what I had to do to this model turntable to get it working decent and being able to have it on my layout and being satisfied with it. I really wish that I could say that I went ahead and put this kit together, flopped it in this position here, hooked up my wires and everything, and made this thing work. It was quite easy. That would be dishonest with you guys, telling you guys something that you want to hear, whereas it's further from the truth as it can be. This thing was a nightmare to get going. Come see, I'll show you more what's going on. So we all know that true saying, you pay for what you get. This turntable was under $100 compared to the larger turntables, which run in the 300 range, where you put that thing together, flop it down, you shouldn't have any troubles. I cannot say the same for this. All the way from the fit in the hole here to warpage on this turntable to cutting this bridge down was just the beginning. I mean, taking the slack out of this thing up and down, getting the electronic to work with the wire that spins around on that brass, allowing you to have contact for the motor. It's a huge complicated task where I had to go and make custom things for the inside of the electrical pickups to work. So what it is, there's two wipers that work on a shaft with two different collars to distribute power. Just the two wipers they provide you with is not enough for power. So what was happening was when this thing would spin, it would lose power, spin, lose power, spin, lose power, spin, so forth and so on. So it was a constant battle of trial and error until I had to put two wipers. In fact, I had to make some other wipers from some copper, solder it to the wipers they gave me, putting it around it and squeezing them with the O-ring, kind of applying pressure to those collars inside of here to maintain power. Now that was around 4 to 5 hours trial and error to get this thing working. But finally we got it. So we have the switch hooked up here so it can go into forward mode and reverse mode and stop, right? That's very simple. Those of y'all interested in how to wire that, it's all over the internet. You can find it everywhere. It's very easy to do that. So there's the motor wires that come from here into this SBT switch here. And then you have your main power here that runs into the back of this switch, and you know, you get power back and forth. Now this is going to be the DCC switch, okay? Yes, I have to have another switch to switch the polarity from just switching the positive and negative around, because this is going to be one polarity here. So you'll be able to drive your loco onto it. So when you spin this thing around, you just reverse the polarity. So when you come back over it without switching it, you will have a short. So that's where you need another switch here to turn the current around. That makes sense. Okay. So definitely the turntable is on probation right now. I was flustered with it yesterday, the day before, and I finally had to take myself away from it for a couple of hours, come back, and finally getting it to work. Now this thing is around 85% working. It's not 100%. It does have roughness when it's turning in certain spots. It does rub a little bit. Maybe here you can see, I don't know. I took the paint away. I had to sand this down because this thing was deformed. Not because of the tight fit, it just was deformed. So again, this is on probation. Hoping it doesn't make me mad enough so I don't rip this thing out and put the $300 turntable. I don't want to do that. I like the turntable size here, but who knows? You know, I may get flustered with it one day and just rip it out. Hope not, but that's where we're at. This is not a bashing of this turntable. Okay, it's just the things I had to go through and the struggles I had to go through to get this thing going. I mean, it was not a breeze to do this. So if you're having the same issues with your 90-foot turntable, hit it up in the comment section below. We can chat about it, and hopefully this clears some of the air up, especially the guys that have the 90-foot Walters turntable. It is cheaper, but again, you get what you pay for. So with all that being said, y'all have a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.